are on our way to pick up the trailer. As you can see, we've got all of our stuff in the back. Say hi, honey.
I need to say hi, don't I?
You can say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
When I was a kid, my grandmother lived in West Virginia, and every time we were headed home from a visit, we would stop in Hancock, Maryland at the farmer's market, where they'd always have peaches and apples and that kind of thing. And it was a pretty traditional farmer's market, you know, outdoors with the little fruit bins. And when we get home, my mom would make pies or cobbler, and my mom was a fantastic cook. Well, the farmer's market's grown up a little bit now. So here in Hancock, Maryland, it's now called the Blue Goose Market. You're welcome. Now this place is much more gourmet market than farmer's market. They've got cute purses and scarves and every kind of gourmet food you can imagine. Barbecue sauces, dips, soup mixes, every kind of aioli and sauce you can imagine. We really need to have smell-o-vision because it smells amazing in here. Do you need some beet balls? But as you can see, this place isn't really a traditional farmer's market anymore. And this stuff rocks. Since last weekend, we've eaten an entire jar of the Blue Goose honey mustard dip. It's awesome. We're gonna get more. Maybe 2. And this you can't see very well is my oh shit handle.
You don't need that.
Oh, there are times when it isn't needed. Most certainly. Hopefully it won't be too windy when we get up to the campsite. So we can do fire. Now, is this all Green Ridge?
This is all Green Ridge for State Forest. Yeah.
So this is where the good off-roading is.
Yeah, the 15-mile creek up here is where we went motorcycling, and then there's campgrounds there. But they're all primitive sites, so there's no water, there's no electric, there's nothing. It's just dirt, and you park your camper and you crap in the woods.
Gotcha.
But it's fun because, you know, there's lots of cool roads to ride bikes on, and there's hardly any people up there, so. You can see one of the roads going up the hill up there.
Oh, yeah.
And that dirt road goes up the mountain right there. That's kind of the start, the entry to the northern section where there's about 10 really awesome campsites all along the ridge up there. Really cool. But you wouldn't want to tow a 30-foot trailer up there. It's just impossible.
No, that's just for the motorcycle.
Yeah. You could get a little camper up there, but nothing big.
Yep, it's still there.
No.
It's a good thing. And there he is. And here's where my oh shit handle comes in handy. Because it's a very tight, very steep hill. Rocky Gap. So the cool thing about Rocky Gap is that there's a resort and a golf course. Hi, honey.
Pretty nice golf course, too. Played it last summer with the boys.
And a casino. And good restaurants. And a campground.
We'll be at here in about 5 minutes. I don't know what they're doing.
Here we are, home sweet home for the weekend. It's a little bumpy.
See, nobody here.
Yep.
It's awesome. Rocky Gap State Park has over 3,000 acres of camping, hiking, boating, on a 243 acre lake that's out here. It's just east of Cumberland, Maryland. We're here in early April and there's nobody here. Best part about being here on the off season, there's nobody here. You can pick a campsite, register on the list, throw your $30 into the little pouch and stick it in there and enjoy camping for the weekend. The 9 Loops of Camping have shower houses and really nice facilities where you can use a flush toilet and have a shower if you don't have a camper that has that kind of thing. Or in the off season, when your camper's dry, you can actually use some of those. The Ash Loop shower house is usually open all winter. This winter they shut it down because of the 30 inches of snow we got this year. But usually it's open, and they actually opened it last week for us. And it's fairly nice because we haven't unwinterized our camper yet, so that's kind of nice. What are you making?
Breakfast. Yes, it's cheating with an electric skillet, but it's so easy. It's one of the most fun things about camping, at least for me, is the cooking part. So I'm going to show you one of the great little tricks I've learned over the last couple of months of camping, and this is how to make a great roasted vegetable casserole kind of thing that you can do on the campfire. It's real quick and it's super, super simple. So basically here's everything you need. You need a little aluminum pan. Now I use the ones that come with grills because they're a little bit thicker than just your regular aluminum pan, but you can use whatever you've got. And then whatever vegetables you've got in the refrigerator are great. Today I'm going to use potatoes, some red onions. I've got some beautiful portobello mushrooms, and then I had some green beans left over, so I'm going to use those as well. And like I said, the preparation is super, super simple. Butter, Italian seasoning, and the veggies, and that's it. So I've got all my vegetables cut up, grabbing my Italian seasoning, and have a little bit of butter. I've already sprayed my pan with some cooking oil just to keep it from sticking on the bottom and burning too much. And literally it's as simple as I'm going to put a layer of potatoes on the bottom because they're going to take a little bit longer to cook. And then I'll put some onion on. I'll put a few green beans. And then I'll slice up my mushrooms and put a layer of mushrooms. Once I've gotten one layer stacked up, then I'll take a pat of butter, or more than one pat of butter actually. Put it in the pan, sprinkle it with my Italian seasoning, and then we're all set. As you can see, it's all starting to stack up nicely. Make sure you salt and pepper it to your taste. Use lots of butter. Trust me, you can't skimp on the butter. And just keep layering. So when you're done doing your layering, simply wrap it up in foil. And we'll set it down right on those hot coals on the campfire. And depending on what kind of vegetables you used, maybe, 15-20 minutes. You just still have to keep checking it occasionally to make sure that all your veggies are getting done. And don't forget, when you're cutting up your vegetables, you want to make sure to pay attention to how thinly or how thickly you slice them, depending on how long each type of vegetable is going to take to cook. So the potatoes, you want to make sure you cut pretty thinly so that they'll cook a little bit faster. And then mushrooms, you'll want to do a little bit more thickly because they will cook very, very quickly. There's no need to add any liquid because the vegetables are going to cook down and provide their own liquid as they're steaming and as they're cooking on the campfire.
Time to reveal the vegetables.
It is time to reveal the vegetables. Look at that.
I can't do the whole.
Oh.
See that? That's it. Do it again.
Oh.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, pineapple upside down cake. Attempt number 1.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Not bad. It looks a little bit like monkey bread.
It does.
actually.
So what's in it?
Lots of butter, brown sugar, pineapple, yellow cake mix.
And then on the fire for like 25
20 minutes.
or
Oh,
something
look at
like
that. It even pulled away from the edge.
Which is a good thing.
Which is perfect.
I'm not a cake guy, but that sounds perfect.
All right, who's going to be my guinea pig?
I'll do it.
We're up on Sunday morning, and what do we see after the storm?
We see snow. An inch of snow out there. Well, half inch of dusting. And wind, some down branches.
I'm gonna shut the door. It's cold out there.
Down limb carnage from the storm last night. This thing came from that tree way up there. You can see it. Broke off. That's 30 feet up. Broke off and landed right there.
It's a fairly substantial branch.
Yeah.
Right there.
Luckily it didn't go too far. Actually, that is a campsite, so if your camper was sitting there, it would be done.
It's actually the host camp.
You'd have a nice dent because it's right across the campsite right there where your camper would be. Your camper would be sitting right here. Tree on my trailer. So show you some more carnage over here. It's a little Class C sitting here, and they had a tree come down, but luckily it went away from the camper. That's pretty lucky. 2 feet away, but it went that way. So anyway, successful weekend other than it being 33 degrees, tons of wind, a little bit of snow last night. We had a successful upside down pineapple cake. Is that what you call it?
Pineapple upside down.
Pineapple upside down cake, whatever. Turn the words around. But successful weekend. David came up with us, so that was pretty awesome. And we're headed home. And we're going to stop by the Camper World on the way to get a couple of supplies. See you next time. Acting is harder than it looks from the outside.
Now this place is